Home sales have been in the news a lot lately, and the reason is that activity levels are falling. Home sales are actually going down right now. They're down about 10.3% from where they were last year, and they've been on a downward trend for about 10 months. So to just get things started, I want to give you a little overview of the housing market. At the height of the last cycle in 2006, 2007, median home prices peaked out at $226,000. When the bubble burst, prices went down by 28% to about $163,000. Now, since then, home prices have recovered. The median home price is now 17% higher than the peak of the last cycle, and the median for the country is about $264,000. The 30-year mortgage rate has increased to about 4.5% right now. Last year at this time, they were at about 4%. Just to put it in perspective, the house payment on a median-priced home is now about $230 higher today than it was a year ago. Pretty much the same house, but the cost per month is significantly higher, and it's eroding people's purchasing power. Another significant factor is a lack of available homes. The supply of homes for sale is about 3.7 months. That's how they measure it. The long-term average is about 5.9 months of inventory. So inventory is roughly at about 60-70% of the normal. And so there's just fewer houses available. A big piece of that is that builders are really building less homes today. They're adding about 850,000 homes per year right now, but that's about half the pace of where they were in the last cycle in 2006. And they're really building upper echelon homes. So there's a shortage of homes at the entry level, and that's really weighing on home sales. Another factor that's really weighing on the sales is lifestyle, particularly for millennials. Now, millennials should be coming into their home buying age based on what past generations did, but they're putting off a lot of their life decisions. People used to get married when they were 24 years old. That's what the average was 20 years ago. Now they're waiting until they're 29 years old. So that's delaying the purchase of a home because people are delaying their formation of families. Now, the majority of the millennials are still under 29 years old. So they haven't gotten married yet, and they don't really have a need for a house. So what does this mean for commercial real estate? At a big, broad level, a weak housing market slows economic growth. It weighs on confidence, and it in turn weighs on the performance of commercial real estate. We see some differences for retail. You're going to see better demand for home-related materials like remodeling materials at Home Depot, but it's not as good for something like a furniture store. The big difference is, of course, in apartments. We have sustained demand for apartments because of lifestyle, amenities, locations, flexibility, mobility, and costs. So while we have household formations outpacing construction, a lot of that is going into apartments, and that's why apartment vacancy rates have been restrained even though we're at record construction levels.